Thomas and the Magic Railroad. It's been years since I've seen this movie, but let's talk about it. I really like the concept of a magic railway, even though that's not accurate from Sodor. You see, the island of Sodor isn't supposed to take place in an alternate universe, but an island off the coast of England. And for a movie called Thomas and the Magic Railroad, there is very little Thomas in it. For the most part, it's about the pointless characters of Shining Time Station. It stars Mara Wilson as Lily Stone in her final performance before her retirement, who goes to Shining Time Station to visit her grandfather Burnett Stone, played by the late Peter Fonda. Along the way, she meets a chipper conductor called Mr. Conductor, played by Alec Baldwin, who is filling in as controller of the railway while Sir Topham Hatt is on holiday. Speaking of which, let's talk about Thomas and his friends. First, there's Thomas, played by Edward Glenn, who actually nails his performance. Gordon, played by Neil Crone, who was also a stellar choice. Crone also reprised his role in the US dub of All Engines Go, Not That Anyone Cares. And the voice cast for the majority of the engines were pretty spot on. The only voice I had an issue with was James. James having a woman's voice just does not suit him. Percy I can kind of understand because he's supposed to be the junior of the group and he's the smallest engine. But James, I'm sorry, I did not like his voice in this movie. They should have just went with Michael Angelis like they originally planned. But the best character in the damn movie has to be Diesel 10. Also voiced by Neil Crone, Diesel 10 is an absolute monster. His plan is to basically find a magic engine called Lady and destroy her, and it will somehow destroy all the other steam engines on Sodor. He literally wants to murder an engine. That's pretty sick, and I love him for that. There was also supposed to be a human villain called P.T. Boomer, who was cut from the film because parents thought he was too scary. And yet they kept a genocidal Diesel in the movie. And his minions Splatter and Dodge are absolutely hilarious. Then you have Lady, played by Britt Allcroft, who only appears in the end of the movie. Well, with a face, anyway. I'm also really sad that Edward couldn't make it into the movie. I'm going to give this movie a 3 out of 10. It's not the worst Thomas movie, but it's pretty bad.